Alright, what is going on, vlog? Welcome back to my channel. So I just want to apologize for being so absent from this channel. I have been away for the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to be showing you guys in this video kind of where I've been, what I've been doing, and what I've been up to. As I said in the previous vlog, I am traveling to Montana, so I just got back from my trip the other day, guys, and it was pretty incredible out there. I was out there for a total of 10 days, and it was just so surreal to see some stuff. And I'm just going to show you guys kind of like a trip through my eyes of like what I did and kind of just describe each day to you. And that's going to be pretty much what this video is. It's a little bit different. So if you guys do enjoy this, as always, a thumbs up would be appreciated. You guys can subscribe to the channel and trigger the bells to show your love and to know when I upload, and follow my socials link in the description below. I will be posting all of my pictures on my Instagram and my VSCO, so definitely go check those out. So Montana, guys, is one of the most underrated states in the United States. I really think people just underrated. They don't really know what's out there. I've been out there twice. This was my second time going out there, and man, I just keep getting blown away every time I do go out there. So the first time I went out there was around 2 years ago. That was kind of when I first started taking vlogging a little bit more seriously. That was in around 2019, and my road trip then was I was in Montana, started in Bozeman, went all the way through Wyoming, hit Yellowstone, went into Colorado, hit Rocky Mountain, and then right back up. This time around, I actually flew into the same exact area with my buddy that lives in Bozeman, so thank you for housing me and having a car. My boy Val, URAG. And I flew in there, guys, my first day. I got there around 11 a.m. I had left here at like 4 a.m. because my flight was at like 5:30. So I got to Bozeman around 11. That was my first day. That was the 5th of July, that Monday. Flew in, the first thing I do is land. My boy picks me up. It's a little cloudy, a little bit rainy, a little bit chillier that day. We head to the store, we get all the food I'm going to be needing for the next few days when we head up, 7 hours into Glacier. So I do that, get there, and I had like a 22 or 23 hour day that day because since they're backtracked 2 hours from us, so that's mountain time, and I'm East Coast time, so 2 hours behind. So I had literally like a 22-hour day my first day. Got there, went to the grocery store, got all that stuff. That night, prepped it all up, bought some containers, filled it up with rice, granola bars, protein, yada, yada, yada. Got all the goodies ready to go. And then the next morning, we actually woke up, and this is when we took that 7-hour drive up north to Glacier. And we kind of winged it. We didn't really have a plan at first. So we kind of just winging it. We drove up the 7 hours. We get up there. It's around, 4 o'clock. We get to Flathead Lake. We're looking at it. It's pretty sweet. It's kind of like the Great Lakes almost. It's like 15 by 30 miles, which is just insane. The water's crystal clear. It's beautiful. We're sitting there. We're talking to some locals for a little bit. And then we decided, we're like, all right, you know what? We're going to camp tonight. It's the cheapest way to get up there and stay the night. Because every motel and stuff was around like $300 a night. And we were just like, we weren't really trying to spend that. So instead we go to Walmart. We buy a $9 sleeping bag. I think my pillow was like $1.99. It was the world's most uncomfy pillow. It was just not comfy at all. So I bought one of those. Then we bought a tent for like $21. And then every night we camped was only $60. So we ended up doing that. That was the Tuesday. And that Tuesday from Flathead, we went up into Lake McDonald. Now, Glacier was doing something a little bit strange. They weren't letting people into the park without a permit unless it was after 5 or before like 6 a.m. So after 5, we kind of just drove in. We went to Lake McDonald for the sunset. That's the place with the colored rocks. Like I said, I'll be posting my pictures and stuff from there. And you guys will see a few clips in this video, obviously. And so we head up there, guys. This is my first day inside the park, and it's just pretty crazy. It's surreal. This is something I've wanted to see for quite some time now. It's something that's been on my bucket list for a while, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, wow. And of course, the first thing that happens is my tripod, I literally set up to take my photo, freaking falls right over, and it gets locked. It's not locking. It's not working at all. And I'm like, no way this is happening right now. So I'm fiddling with it for like 20-30 minutes, and I'm like, dang, like this really stinks, So, I get it to somewhat work. I just get it to like be, still and stuff, but I can't get the right angles and stuff. So I'm like, fuck. So I had a hard time shooting just with like, single frames and stuff that night. And then that night I ended up fixing it, and I was like, what the hell? Like this stinks, blah, blah, blah. And here's the catch though. So the next day after that, we go to the camp, we crashed that first night. And then the next day we get up at 4 a.m. And we're like, all right, we'll just go in the park before anyone's there for check-ins, blah, blah. Everyone was doing it. Get up at 4 a.m. We head into the park, and we go back to Lake McDonald. And of course, like the lighting there is just like I can't shoot this lighting. It's terrible, It's a little bit tough, and it's just like Oh my god, you know, like wow, I had so much better lighting yesterday and my tripod broke. So I was dealing with that stress. I tried to get some pictures, got a few clips and stuff. It's still beautiful to see, obviously. But right now it's like 4:45 in the morning. Like I can't. I think I slept maybe past 2 days. I've slept maybe 8, 9 hours. I'm dead. Barely even that, right? And here I am about to be in this park for like 15, 16 hours. So we go through the first day. We're heading up into it, and we're flying through the park. I'm gonna show you guys the visuals of this park right now. Kind of take you guys on this little journey. So enjoy this, 2 to 3 minutes of me going through the park, showing you guys what I saw that first night and what I saw during this whole park, and I will describe it to you after. Crazy. Yeah, dude, that's pretty messed up. Bro, look at the view. I mean, I know I'm the view, but... Where's this goat? So as you guys saw there, you really gotta go out there and see it in person. It's just pretty surreal to see everything around. The videos won't do it justice. They'll only do so much justice to it. The views are insane. This, for me, was definitely one of my favorite national parks. This and Badlands are my 1 and 2. They're definitely my favorites. I've seen around 5 or 6 national parks so far, and these two are definitely one of my favorites. But just being out there, being, in that park, taking a few different hikes. I think I did around 5 or 6 hikes that day. They were no more than like 1 or 2 miles in, and then the same thing back, obviously. We had 16 hours to work with, so we were kind of just bopping around, and we were only on the one and going to the Sun Road throughout the whole park, so it really gave us some time to, do these little trails, do every single trail on that. And the next time when I go back, I will be hitting like the northern half and maybe doing a little bit of the longer hikes. Like I said, once you get into that road, you can't really leave and come back unless it was after that 5 or 6 p.m. So we kind of just had to deal with that stress, and we kind of just stayed in there, did what we could, and saw what we could, and got the shots we could. So it was overall a great day. We get back, we camp out, sleep at the same place, boom. And now it's Thursday, so we're making the trip back to Bozeman. So that Thursday, we head back. Nice 7-hour drive, wasn't really anything too bad. 7 hours is light. I mean, I've driven like 18 in a day before, so 7 hours, I'm just like, that's a cakewalk. We drive back, it's beautiful weather every single day of the week. It's like sunny and like 95 to 100. It's just freaking amazing, blah, blah, blah. So we hit Bozeman, we get back. I actually ended up lifting with his roommate. It was pretty sweet. They had a little home gym, so I made it happen when I could. I think I ended up taking 4 or 5 days off total, but I was hiking and everything. But I ended up hitting at least every single muscle group at least once, so it was pretty cool. And on my last day there, I ended up going to a gym too. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I'm really tired still. Anyways, so we get back, kind of chill, go to bed. The next day, we ended up, going out, shooting some churches and stuff. You guys can look for those on my VSCO and IG, like I've said before. We shot a few churches. We went to this abandoned, kind of like, it was like more like a farm silo, like power plant type thing. It was pretty cool, pretty roach on the inside, but just definitely cool to see that kind of, older style out there that was usually, very industrial. A lot of the industrial stuff in that city is abandoned now. There's a big section of it that I hit. So I saw that. I saw 2 churches, and then we ended up going back to his house. I worked out, and then that night we actually went onto a sunset hike. It's only like a half-mile hike up, but it's a little bit steeper, so it's a pretty steep hike. We ended up hiking this. This is called the M hike. Every single city up there has like these weird like letters on the mountains. It's very strange. I don't know if it's just a Montana thing. But you go up there, you can hike, and then like there's a big M made in rocks, probably like, I don't know, like 50 feet by like 50 feet, right? And every single city has one. So we did that, we called it like the M hike. Go up there, we took some shots of that, as you guys will see right now. So that was a pretty cool day, and that was that Friday night. So then we slept into Saturday. Saturday woke up, we actually kind of went out, got some coffee, kind of chilled, kind of took like a more of like a low-key day. We went out, I shot a little bit of stuff, played some frisbee, kind of just kicked it because the next day we had to go into Yellowstone. So that Saturday wasn't anything crazy. I shot a few things, drove around. We went into this old canyon that we used to do, was like 30 minutes out. It's called a Highlight Canyon, and I shot that last time. Oh my god, why am I so yawning? Where's this rain when I need it, guys? Wow. So, like I said before, that Saturday we go into Highlight, we shoot the canyon a little bit. We took a hike, I think it was 3 miles. Went out to this historic rock. You can carve your initials into it. It's kind of like sandstone or like soft stone. So I carved the big CM into it. Pretty cool, took a video of it. So that was pretty cool. You little like nerdy things, And then we ended up going back, just chilling because the next morning we went to Yellowstone, and that was the Sunday. So we've almost been out there for a week now. So we go back to Yellowstone that Sunday. And I was a little bit disappointed because 2 of the roads that I wanted to go on to reshoot everything, because I didn't have my Sony then, they were closed for maintenance, and I was like, wow, like I definitely just live like right around the corner where I can come back the next day, right? So a little bit disappointed. I shot what I could there, but honestly, overall, Glacier was the main thing on this trip, and obviously, the little hikes and everything too. So I went back to Yellowstone. We had some bison and stuff. I saw a big black bear and her cubs. Never seen cubs in person, so I guess that was pretty cool. Seeing that stuff. The bison I saw in South Dakota last year, and then this year we just saw a bunch of them again. So that was really cool. And that was the Sunday. You know, we got back, kind of just chilled. Actually got a workout then that night when I went back there. And then the next day, Monday, same thing. Went out, got some coffee, chilled. We went out, shot a few things. There was a drain I scoped, and there was some like graffiti alleys that I did scope out that were very cool. And that was pretty much it for the last day. I ended up lifting chest at night, and I had to deal with my flight cancellation. So this is a big funny thing too, that like a lot of like weird things happen this trip, a lot of cancellations, a lot of closed stuff. So it's the day before I go home, obviously, and my flight's like, yeah, we're gonna cancel your second flight. So I'm like, oh, nice, I'll just be stranded, you know, like in New Jersey. Oh my god, why do I keep yawning and burping? Wait, hang on. Ooh, that was disgusting. Wow. So my second flight I was supposed to fly to New Jersey and then to Providence, obviously. And, you know, they canceled my second flight. I'm like, nice. So, you know, we ended up, I go out, I hit chest, I get Chipotle, of course, guys. I got Chipotle out there, had a little bit of a cheat meal. And I came back, and I'm like, fuck, you know, I gotta sit on the phone and call United and be like, wow, what do you guys got into Providence? And of course, they didn't have anything else in Providence. So, like, literally every single flight to Providence was canceled. I was like, great. This is sick. So I'm on the phone with this lady, and I'm looking up flights. I'm like, all right, well, put me on this, you know, 7 a.m. to Chicago to Boston. And she's like, oh, I can. I'm like, nice. So now I got to get up even earlier the next day. And I was like, whatever, you know, we just had a good workout. We have Chipotle. I'll pack all my stuff. I'll be ready to roll. No biggie. So the next morning, it's my last day there, Tuesday. I get up at like, you know, 6 a.m., head to the airport. Go for TSA at Boba, get my check-in, and I end up traveling this day for like 12, 13 hours. It was a little bit of a long day. So I flew into Chicago, and my layover was literally 30 minutes. So the plane got there right when it was expected. In my next plane, I had 20 minutes to run across the whole entire gate and to get to my other plane before like it would, you know, boarding would stop. Because I landed at 1:15 and my other plane left at 2. So you guys can already know, if you guys have ever traveled, like that's a little bit like crunchy. Like you gotta be like, boom, moving. So I had to move, you know, and I get to my other plane, checking in. The plane's freaking packed full. It's like, nice, this is gonna be fun. And that second flight just felt like hours, and I was flying home and I was like, oh my god, I cannot wait to not be sitting. But I get into Boston, and of course, you know, it's like 5 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm like, great, you know, here I am. Now I gotta go catch a shuttle to go to South Station in Boston to take a train all the way to Providence. And I'm just like, oh my god. I literally couldn't find the shuttle for the longest time because they were all full of people. Like I couldn't even sardine myself in there with my suitcase and my other bag. And I was like, wow. So I did that for an hour, and of course the next train to come home was at like 7:45, and I was like, this is just great. So I buy a ticket, I take this train back, and I get home around like 9:15, finally, right? I've been traveling for like 13 hours, so I just had a super long day. I think I had like maybe one meal that whole entire day. Oh my god, I keep yawning. I had like one meal that whole entire day. And then I got back, and that was pretty much it. I took the next day off from work. I went up and I murdered legs. That workout is on my fitness IG. But overall, guys, that was pretty much my trip, and that's where I've been for these past, you know, 2 weeks. You know, that's why the uploads were a little bit spaced out. And I didn't really vlog that much on my trip. I was focusing more on taking pictures and kind of just taking it all in as like a therapy for me. That was something that I wanted to do when I went out there. I was like, I'm not going to focus on vlogging this because I'm going to make this video instead afterwards. I'm going to focus on living in the moment instead and kind of just enjoying this trip as a whole. And that is something I did, and I'm so glad I did it. It was really cool, super lit time. I also forgot to mention was that last day on Monday, I went to this like quote unquote abandoned city. It was called Virginia City. I almost forgot about this because it was so quick, because we thought it was going to be something else and it wasn't actually something else. So we go out, it's like an hour and a half out. It's like past Ennis into Virginia City, Montana. You guys can look it up. It's a little bit like half abandoned, half preserved. It's kind of just like a tourist area. It's like a Wild West town. It's kind of like similar to Deadwood, what I saw in South Dakota. So it was pretty cool. So we went out there. You know, I shot a few of the, you know, exhibits and stuff. There was a few fallen down houses with mountains in the background that I thought were cool. Got a few outside shots, which I never do. I never do exteriors. And then I actually found this church. So it was pretty beautiful in there. So I will be posting that set from there in a little bit on my IG, and that was pretty much it. Then I went back and I lifted chest with his roommate, got Chipotle, had to deal with all my flight stuff, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I did the last day. Overall, guys, I am back. I'm going to try to be doing, obviously, the weekly uploads. I will be getting 1 video out a week. I will try to do 2 if I can. It's definitely hard for me to vlog nowadays. The motivation has been a little bit low lately. I've been really busy, and I've kind of just been looking for a change, so change is definitely coming, so thank God. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. What the fuck, dude? that was something that I did a lot out there, was kind of just like really think, really get deep into my thoughts. You know, being surrounded by nature, it kind of just clears my mind personally. Something I really do enjoy to do, and it's always kind of helped me just get a clear state of mind. Let me think about everything. Where am I at in my life? What can I change? And how can I be where I want to be in the next few months or by the end of the year? Because I'm pretty much sick of this living situation, and I'm definitely going to be making some changes to get out of it soon. We're just finishing paying off, obviously, the car. We're going to be looking at a few bikes and yada, yada, yada. But in the long run, my thoughts were wandering. It was awesome, got me thinking, and that's really what I needed on this trip, so that was great. And then I came back from the trip, and Illenium dropped an album, and let me tell you, that album's really good. I don't think it's his best, obviously, but it's a very good album. Definitely look it up, guys. It's called Fallen Embers. It's his 4th studio album. You guys should enjoy it. A lot of you on my channel from my reactions, so I appreciate all of you. If you guys want to guess my 3 favorite songs, definitely put them in the comments below or DM me. Let you guys try to guess those, and I'll mention them in the future in another video. But yes, I have 3 favorites on that album. If you guys already know me, you should be able to guess them. But we'll see what you guys guess. But that's pretty much it, guys. That was my trip. That's where I've been. I am back now. I'm happy. I have a clear state of mind. Still have all the stresses and the burdens. Always got to bring a few with me. I'm not perfect. And that's pretty much what's been going down lately. So thank you for sticking around. I really do appreciate all of you. We're almost at 2K, so it'd be crazy if we got to the end of that by July. Who knows who knows what's gonna happen? That'd be the goal. Get to the end of that by the end of July. It'd be sweet. 2K subscribers is a crazy amount. I know it's a small milestone, but to me, it's a crazy number. Having that many people be able to come on here and watch my vlogs, that's just absolutely insane. That is about it for this video, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this was kind of informational for you guys. As always, I appreciate all of you guys stopping by and watching the content. It means a lot to me. I put a lot of time into this, and I know you guys hopefully enjoy watching. If you guys want to see me make a video on specifically anything, just comment it below or DM me. You guys can add my Snap, follow my Instagram, and all my other socials in the description below. As always, if you did enjoy this video, thumbs up would be appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and trigger the bells. Definitely be on the lookout for the photos and my sets from this trip, because they are absolutely crazy. And if you guys are interested in any of the prints or the pictures that I take, and you guys want it on a print, all you simply have to do is DM me the size. I usually do 8x12s. I think those look the best in the shop that I use. They come out so crisp. They're like, mwah. All you have to simply do is just DM me. I can get it out to you within 1 to 2 days, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for stopping by. I will see you guys on the flip side, and peace.